Hey everybody, Brooks from Drag Times here. Welcome back to the channel. Today is test drive day for the Purosangue V12 and to finalize my spec here at Ferrari Palm Beach. We got Jimmy here. Have you seen it in person yet?
No, this is the first time.
No, so I've actually seen it twice.
Yeah.
So first time for you. What's that?
I like it. I mean, it's definitely a very interesting design. Like,
yeah, and I was actually torn between getting blue because I like my Technica in blue. But this red I saw at Goodwood sitting out front of the Goodwood house, and it looked really kind of elegant, not crazy like bright red. There we go, someone's revving it right now. And I don't know, I think I might switch up the spec. I mean, this one's got the diamond cut wheels, but with a matte finish.
the carbon fiber.
The carbon wheel arches.
The shield.
Yeah, you gotta get that. Carbon on the mirrors here. I believe this spec comes in around $500,000. I'm hoping mine comes in less. I'm probably not going to do a lot of the carbon work, and the choices, if you don't get carbon, are matte, which this car has right here, or gloss. And I think you have to pay extra for gloss, so we'll have to decide on that when we get into finishing up the spec. So I did a video in this car when I was in Dubai, so we got a brief overview, but you weren't allowed to drive it. They didn't even start it up. So this is going to be quite fun. We're going to test all the modes, maybe give it a launch, see what the V12 both sounds like, driving and while it's sitting still. These are called the welcoming doors. So a lot of people call them suicide doors, but they actually are called welcoming doors. And I don't know if you have to open them in any special order. I don't think you do. I think you can just open. So there you go, yeah. And then over here in the back seat, we got power back seats right here. I believe they fold down as well, so when you open up the trunk you get a little more storage space. So power lift gate, kind of small in here. Interesting, they put the spec plaque in the back. Usually it's in the front bonnet of the cars, but since the V12's up there, this is where the complete spec of all the options on this car is. So this one's actually pretty loaded. I see a lot of options on there. So this comes out and the seats fold down. We demoed that in a previous video. So this is Rosso Portofino, and inside it's pretty basic. They got a mix of leather and Alcantara on the inside, which I actually really like. So I think I'm gonna go with this kind of mix. Might wanna brighten up the seats a little bit with some red trim. So maybe add some red stitching in there. And same for the door. It comes Alcantara here, they added in the leather. This also has carbon on the doors, but what it is missing is the carbon LED steering wheel, which almost every Ferrari has. And that's about 8,000 bucks. So I'm definitely gonna probably add back the carbon steering wheel, but probably forget some of the other carbon in the car. So once inside, very familiar to the SF90. Engine start stop, except it's not hybrid. So I think you have to press it twice. And there we go. It's pretty quiet.
It is super quiet. Well, you also have it on comfort zone.
No, I'm in
It's the Manatino one.
yes, I'm in sport, which I believe is the loudest mode.
Now you're...
Oh, there it goes. So this raises out of the dash where you can turn up the fan speed and then back and then dial it down to get some airflow in here. Looks like we got heated steering wheel here. I don't know, is this the front lift? I wouldn't think you'd need front lift on a SUV. Now, interesting enough, I can't see the screen over. It's got some kind of privacy screen.
Oh, really?
And that's to keep the driver from being distracted by looking on the screen over here.
Oh, well, I can control the AC, I can control...
If I get right in front of it, we can actually see what kind of options we got over here. So this looks pretty familiar to SF90, except you don't have the hybrid switches over here. You basically just have the ice mode, wet mode, comfort mode, sport, and then turn it all to the right to get ESC off. So you are missing the CT off setting, I believe, from some of the other Ferraris. Down here we got wireless charging and a compartment there. Here's our gear selector. So you got reverse, auto, manual, L button for is my favorite button actually. We got launch control. This is how you put the windows down. So everything is pretty much in the same places as most Ferraris. Door locks, glove box drops down on your knees right there for Jimmy. Center console in here. Couple USB-C ports and a cigarette lighter adapter. Spinning around to the back, it's only a 4-seater. You can't sit in the middle, obviously, so we got kind of like captain's chairs. They move back and forth, and you got your Windows controls right there. And our salesman is right here. He's not going to let us leave without him. There's Anthony.
There he is.
We're going to make Anthony sit in the back.
I think it's okay though.
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I think you'll survive.
So this is Rosso Portofino, right?
Yes.
Okay. So do we go over if it's an extra charge?
This is an extra charge. I just don't have the exact.
Yeah, I think it's either 15,000 or 30,000. I think if it's 15,000, I'll go for it. 30,000, I might have to change it up and go for the blue. But we're gonna go over the spec after the video and finish it up. I believe I have car number 3 at the dealership here, so should be maybe early next year.
Yep.
Yeah, so pretty cool. So let's check out the 6.5 liter V12, kind of sandwiched all the way in there. Now I've seen it where they do carbon all in here, like the whole thing is carbon. I'm sure that's pretty expensive, but definitely don't need that. There you go, there's the chassis number, and yeah. Front mid-engine, because the engine's actually behind the axle, if you can see right here, sits behind the front wheel. So front mid-engine with the clamshell design. That is a really big hood. Look at the size of this thing. Yeah, wow. And we got the blue one pulling in right here. Onto sitting in the rear seat. Yeah, I mean, there's actually plenty of leg room. I'm looking for where we got some AC vents. We got AC coming through here, and we got some vents coming down here. It's still kind of hot back here. And then, of course, another kind of, I think this probably raises up. Or no, we don't want the heated seats.
No, it's just a seat selector. It's not the heated seats. You can just pick whatever seat and
For what?
change the different AC settings for the seat.
Auto. Here's your windows down here. Yeah, now we got some more air flowing. Now to get out, I don't know if you can just press this button to open it, but press this button there and I think you have to actually push it open. But to go ahead and close it back down, just hold down this button, kind of like Rolls-Royce. And there you go. Jimmy's gonna give it some revs. Let's see what the V12 sounds like. Yeah, it sounds good, not like 812 good.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
once you put a straight pipe,
But you notice it's pretty responsive under the throttle though, like very, very responsive, right?
Yeah, you can tell it's a super lightweight flywheel.
Oof, man. Now the wheels do look like SF90 wheels, but they're much, much bigger. We got 23s in the back. SF90's only got 20s. And I think it's 22 or 21 in the front. 22's in the front.
Yeah.
So I do like the wheel design. I'm sure that costs a pretty penny for the diamond cut. Now one difference between these two, this one has the carbon fiber roof, which you can see here. This one has an electrochromatic glass roof, which has that kind of dimming feature. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Great question. Must be on the settings because...
So it looks super dark now.
Yeah.
Do you know how to change it, the roof color or whatever?
Automatic.
It's automatic? Oh, you can't like do it. It just dims when it's bright out?
Well, that would explain it. You can't do it. It's
Okay.
automatic. It decides for you. It knows. Oh, I like this.
Welcoming doors, Steve. Not suicide doors. Welcoming doors.
I like this spec a lot better. Actually, this spec is really nice.
You like?
You don't like the cream seats?
What interior is this? Mine look pretty dark.
This is coil.
I think I did a little darker. So how tall are you, Steve? 6'2"?
That's pretty good, dude.
He's fitting pretty good in there. So the dimming roof just does it automatically depending on how much sun is on the car. All right, let's hop in and get our test drive in for the Purosangue and see what we think. So to adjust suspension settings, they use this is normally the bumpy road button in most Ferraris, but when you press this, you go and cycle through hard suspension, medium, and soft. And of course in here we go anywhere from ice mode, wet mode, comfort mode, up to sport mode, and then full ESC off right there. And the launch button is actually right here. Oh, there we are, yeah. All right, and we're off. We're going right?
Yes.
Not a lot of torque down low. Once you get up to like 6,000 RPM, it really starts to pull.
It's a heavy vehicle.
Yeah.
3 people in it.
Yeah, we got 3 people in here.
3 people in a Ferrari.
3 people in a Ferrari, exactly.
I mean, it's nothing new, right? I mean, I guess the FF and...
Yeah, let's see, roll down the windows here and see if we can hear a little better.
It's just all the way in the top, you know?
Yeah, it's all.
It's all from like 5,000 and up.
Yep, 5,000 is the magic number with the exhaust on this one.
Yep.
All right, there you go. Sounds pretty good.
Sounds really good.
It really opens up around 775.
Yeah.
No pops and crackles though.
Yeah.
Switching that center.
All right, go. Spun a little bit. Definitely not slow.
Not slow.
It's moving.
It's moving. It's quick.
Whoa, there we go. Got some downshifts going. It definitely hesitated a little bit, and I feel like it spun a little bit too.
It did. It definitely spun.
All right, so we're rolling in first gear. Let's feel the acceleration. Here we go. It's got a pretty abrupt shift right there. Whoa, those downshifts are awesome. Oh, that sounds great. Oh man, when people start straight piping these, woo, it's gonna be nuts.
Oof.
It's gonna be a big straight pipe though, huh?
It's gonna be too loud though when you put the straight pipe.
You think so?
Like the A12.
The A-tails are pretty nasty.
Yeah. It gets really annoying. But I mean, it sounds good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
So we got some nice sweeper coming up here, rock solid, and we're on. Let's see what mode we're in. We were in soft. We'll go into kind of.
Your soft sport.
Now we're in hard mode.
You are in hard.
Got another sweeper up here.
So you can't lie with this screen right here.
I know. You can see the secondary screen over
Come on,
there.
pull half a G. Let's go. What are we doing? 0.2, 0.3, 0.4.
Oh, we got traffic coming up.
You can U-turn here.
Okay.
Come back around.
So I hear demand has been pretty high for these. You guys were sold out for a couple years.
Yes.
Yep, that figures. And what they're saying is I might get the Purosangue before I get my 296 GTB.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looks
Okay.
that way.
That's interesting.
I
But it
guess
kinda sorta
for
makes
some
sense.
reason I was considered VIP for this car. I don't know why. But the 296, they're like, yeah, you can get that in a couple years from now. All right, so we just swapped drivers. Jimmy's gonna take it for a little test drive so I can sit over here and check out whatever we got on the screen here. I think you just get spoiled after driving the Model X, right?
Yeah. It's
Too
so
much
true.
torque.
It's so true.
So over here, let's see what we got. We nice. This is actually a very big display. We can see the RPMs, the speed, the gears, the G-forces. Over here we got maximum speed. I don't know who did that. That was not us. Travel time, distance, and then our AC controls and our seating controls, and then settings over here for comfort settings, infotainment, audio settings, and then you actually can turn the display off. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that, but just touch it again, it comes back on. So over here we got tire pressures, and that's back to the performance gauges right there. How's the turning radius? Pretty good?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, you can definitely tell there's something helping in the back, for sure, because it's all-wheel steering.
Four-wheel steering in this as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can tell.
Also believe this is the first Ferrari with massaging seats. So we select the seat setting over here, we go to massage, and then we choose, let's do the wave. Yep, there we go. I feel the wave. They all come with that?
No, it's an option.
Of course.
What kind of question is that?
How much is the option for the massaging seats?
I'll tell you that inside.
Okay.
That's not good.
$10,000.
That's not good. That's not good. That's not a good
Not
thing.
too far off.
Is it really $10,000? Oh my goodness. All right. I can get a lot of massages for 10 grand.
I'm not touching that one.
So this will be the last time we're playing with the massaging seats in the Purosangue. So I'm not spending $10,000 for it. Let's check out the 360 cameras. So we're backing in. You got a top-down view and a full rear view. And can you move those kind of screens around?
Yes.
Pressing it. You just press this. Yep. That's just the lines.
I'm assuming the 360 cams are extra too?
Yes.
Yep.
They'll tell you inside the price.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool.
Is it doing anything?
Yeah, it's changing them.
You could probably get a larger view of any given camera, right?
Yeah, so like the front.
All right, so there, that's our test drive in the Purosangue. We're gonna head back to Ferrari of Palm Beach and finalize the spec for my car, because I think I'm gonna make some changes after getting in this one and talking with Anthony, who really knows all the intricate details of how to spec it versus speccing online. So now we're gonna walk in and finalize the spec. I'm definitely making some changes after driving the car. This is the spec room at Ferrari Palm Beach. You got some colors on the wall. You can choose from all the different steering wheel options. I'm guessing that's not cheap right there. And then in here we got all the different wheel options, the leather samples, all the different seats you can choose from, and then some more color samples on the wall. So I think my seat is right here. These are the carbon buckets I have in the Ferrari SF90. And then I don't know which seats are the Purosangue. They probably don't have them here yet, or they do?
Not yet. Yeah,
Not yet. Okay. But here's some more wheel options down here. And this looks like the Purosangue wheel that I'm gonna get here for the diamond cut. So what we have up here is Blue Corsa. Is that my spec that you loaded up?
It's the beginning of it.
Okay.
Exterior.
So I think that's the Blue Corsa. Load up the Rosso Portofino.
Looks much darker on the screen here.
Yeah, it's definitely brighter outside.
Yeah.
Are there any other darker red ones? Mm-hmm. Isn't it like Rosso Muglio or something?
There's Mugello, there is Magma. Magma is a little bit closer to what we see outside with a bit more of an orange metallic flake to it.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely tell.
Is that an existing color from Ferrari? Or is that new for Purosangue?
No.
It's always been out there?
Yep, we've had that. Actually, the first SP3 Daytona we delivered is in this color.
How much is that color?
$32,000.
That's 32?
Yes.
Okay, let's change it. We want to spend, what's the, 15,000 or less on the paint.
Okay.
Or less.
There's Rosso Fiorano.
Too dark. I think Portofino's where it's at. So Rosso Portofino, that's 15,000?
16 change, closer to 17. Same cost as Blue Corsa.
Same cost as Blue Corsa, okay.
Blue Corsa.
Diamond cut wheels, which we already have.
Yep.
The matte finish, exterior wheel arches, and all that stuff.
Mhm.
We need the badges, which it has.
Yep.
Are there any other exterior options to consider?
Calipers color, most popular.
Yeah, yellow. Okay, good. Match the emblems on the side.
Mhm.
Yep.
$30,000 question. Panoramic moonroof.
For 30 grand?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass on that.
Yep.
30 grand? Wow.
$30,000 for a moonroof. That's a no-go.
It's not a moon roof. It's a chromatic roof that it will tint whenever it feels like it's going to need to.
Yeah, or I can get solid, and it's always tinted for less money.
For free.
For free.
Well,
We're gonna skip the $30,000 roof. How much is the carbon roof?
Similar price.
Similar price? All right, pass on the roof. Standard roof.
No.
On the inside, I want the carbon steering wheel.
Okay.
with the LEDs. I think that's 6,200.
Yep.
Okay.
How about red seat belts?
How much are red seatbelts?
Under $1,000. 800 and change.
I think that's a worth.
Brightens the interior up a little bit. Yeah.
How about the horse? You can't do the horse separate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Of course
nice.
you can.
I always have the horse red. That's
So
$1,200 probably.
Stitching. Yeah, the horses are actually more expensive than the stitching in the rest of the car.
Why? 'Cause there's
Really?
4 horses now.
Because it's 4 horses.
And it's actually always been that way
Wow.
on
Yeah.
the
Okay.
2-seater cars. Suspension lifter.
Why do you need that in a big car like this?
You know, really.
How much is it?
62.
Whew. Definitely not.
No. It's plenty high up. That's so
It really
bizarre
is.
that you would put that on a car like this.
Unless you're going off-roading with it.
And then even,
Oh, right. That makes sense.
Which,
Is it like the whole body lift? Or
yeah,
is it
whole body.
Ah, that's why so much. Okay, that makes sense.
Heated steering wheel. I don't think you're going to need that down here.
no.
Surround view. You saw, I don't know if...
How much?
That one's expensive too. Surround view's about 7,000.
Otherwise, you just get from
Rear view and then sensors all around.
Yeah, no cameras.
That's pretty much it. You
Yeah.
can get luggage for it.
Nope.
You have a $100,000 design pack.
Negative.
On it. That's where you're going to be.
There we go. 450,000. Rosso Portofino, black interior, red stitching, LED steering wheel, diamond cut wheels, titanium wheel bolts, the matte finish on the outside, the black ceramic pipes, the red seat belts, the stitching on the headrests, and the stitching in the car.
the yellow calipers.
The
And the
yellow
shields.
calipers and the shields.
Carbon fiber steering wheel.
You got
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
So there you go.
Cool.
That's the spec. And I believe I'm in the top 3 getting here at the dealership, so we should see it probably early next year. And there we go. So there's the spec for the Purosangue and our brief test drive. Thank you for taking us for the ride.
Thank you for driving the speed limit.
Yes, of course. And as always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up. It helps the video on the channel. And we're racing soon, so subscribe. Thanks for watching.